The circle of life.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you a story of my worst makeout sesh.
What was his name?
Not Mrs. Malin.
No, wait, we're talking about my, no, we're talking about Tyson's mom. Who's Daffy?
The black one.
Oh. Daffy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Since 96. Oh, do we have a special one for you? We're your hosts, Alex,
Sam.
Tyson.
Let's go. We got a funny one for you. This should be the first Friday podcast. Fridays are for the boys because the weekend is here. So this is, in the words of Tyson, where we let our bras go wild.
I believe that was the exact thing he said.
That's exactly how he put it.
Yeah, that was word for word.
This is where we let loose, have a little bit of fun. So we're going to start out with some amateur hour, talk about some funny things, make each other laugh, get into some story time, and then a little bit of a gun to your head moment. Yeah.
Sounds spooky.
Spooky.
I also want to preface that Tyson said, all right, don't start with anything crazy. And all Alex did was introduce, and we all had to say our names. And Tyson said, I knew you were going to do something like that.
No, I said he's got to say something prepared and then look at me, and I'm going to have to come up with something on the spot.
It was his name.
And I had to say my name.
We've done that 10 times.
Every single time. This is episode 10, and we've done it 10 times now.
Make me nervous.
You make me nervous.
That was
Alex, Sam.
I didn't prep for this.
I don't know my
I
name.
didn't prep for this. Oh, Tyson. You know, for that, you have to go first.
Make us laugh, funny guy. Hey, funny guy.
Hey, funny guy. Better not flop.
This is an audio podcast. Come on.
All right.
No dead air.
Here I go. All right. So in Hawaii, pigs and mongoose run rampant, right?
True.
I used to work on a farm when I was in school, and we would always capture the mongoose because they would eat and kill our chickens all the time. They're like little testosterone-filled vermin. But those pigs and mongoose, when they run together rampant, they just look like Timon and Pumbaa all the time, just chilling in Hawaii. But out here, they're pests, both pigs and mongoose. And people like to bow hunt pigs for sport pretty often. And our friend, just yesterday, in his backyard, he gets wild pigs a lot. I think it was from his porch. He bowed one and took this like 150-pound pig out. It basically took out Pumbaa in his backyard. And Sam and I were there while he was cleaning the pig and like getting the parts of the pig that he wanted out and everything. And I couldn't help but notice that the eyes of the pig were closed. And like, usually when things die via arrow or like get shot or something, their eyes are open, right?
I think.
Yeah.
Like they die. Like I always see that in movies.
Yeah,
in movies, yeah.
Yeah, and
So it's
someone
probably
has
real.
to go and like close them or something. So I saw its eyes were closed, and I just couldn't help but envision our friend just bow hunting this thing, nailing it, running up to it, knifing it, and ending it, and looking into its dying eyes, closing Pumbaa's eyes slowly and saying, Hakuna Matata. Rest in Hakuna Matata.
That'd be a beautiful sight, honestly.
The circle of life.
Straight up, dude. Straight up. A beautiful thing right there.
Yeah, I almost shed a tear.
A beautiful story. I hope he did
Now
that.
there's just Timon.
I thought you were going to say that Timon had to close Pumbaa's eyes. That's what I thought he was going. I was like, dang.
That would
Heavy.
have been good.
That would have been terrifying.
Pretty funny.
Love it.
That was good. Lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me in the feels.
There's no sexual turn at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one thing I could have changed, could have talked about the pig's boyfriend. Right. Well, we've been talking a lot about check engine lights. Tyson's had some issues with his truck. Sam, you did too when you first got your truck. I had a maintenance required light come on in my car. And I was actually talking to Tyson about this. Check engine lights are kind of like women. They come on and they alert you that something is wrong, but you don't know what. And it could be anything, 1 out of 300 possibilities. But all it is a little light, bing, that tells you messed up something. I'm not going to tell you what, but something's wrong. And then you have a scanner and you can look into it deeper. But if you scan it, it just gives you some cryptic code with numbers and letters. It doesn't tell you didn't take out the trash. It just tells you, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. Gives you these wrong codes. You just don't know how to read it. And if you go long enough without fixing the check engine light, the car will just be dead. You'll have to drive a new one. So that was just my little comparison. And that's why I started driving multiple cars.
Oh!
But don't tell my CRV that.
That was good. I've never heard that before. That was solid.
The multiple cars got me.
Multiple cars.
I knew most of it because we were driving on the road, and I was telling him about the check engine light and how I finally fixed it. And he was like, man, check engine lights are just like women.
Like, something's wrong, but it just doesn't tell you.
And then I see Alex like stop mid-sentence. I'm like, you want to say that for the podcast, don't you? He's like, yeah.
That's awesome. That is so funny.
And I was thinking about it all week. Like, dude, it's so true.
I was this close to telling the joke before he did.
And then here's the thing. We have a little shared note that we write notes on. I see Tyson, the audacity, like 4 days ago, he writes like car repair. I was like, wait a second.
Were you going to tell that joke?
Okay.
Who's going to steal my joke?
Wow.
In my defense.
Joe Biden.
Dude.
In my defense, I waited 24 hours because we both were like, we should say that for the podcast. I waited a solid day. I'm like, he hasn't written anything. So I'm like, I guess he doesn't want to tell it. He's like, I bet you I could slay that one.
You'd have been telling it, and I would have just been staring at you like,
you would not have laughed at all.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Trying to friggin' steal jokes, Tyson. Gosh dang it.
That's like the worst crime in comedy, would you say? What else? Stealing other people's jokes?
For sure.
Claiming them as your own.
Plagiarism.
Plagiarism.
Be surprised because that joke just hit so hard. If a bigger creator just saw that, took it and ran with it.
Dude, that's like all TikTok is, I swear.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's all these little accounts. They'll have like an actually really funny bit. A bigger creator sees it. They're like, huh, that's funny. They do it, and their audience of 1 million sees it, and then it goes.
They think they're the original.
Goes completely viral.
Yeah, 100%. I've seen so many really funny videos, and then over the next 2 weeks, I see it 8 more times by 8 different people. Or I'll see somebody who will do a funny bit, and then everyone's commenting like, this person did it first, this person did it first, and they're all different people. I'm like, how do you know who actually did it first?
Gotta look at timestamps or whatever.
Timestamps.
Does TikTok have timestamps?
Yeah, they have dates on there.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. I guess, but it's like, at that point,
who cares?
Like, and well, I mean, I guess like it matters, but it's so hard to track that down because someone could be like, this person did it first, and then that one's sooner. But there might be someone that you don't even know about that did it even earlier.
I feel like everyone wins in the end, though. Like, if it's funny enough, people think you're funny the way you presented it, you're gonna get more followers. Everyone wins.
That's true.
I feel like they could at least shout it out if they found inspiration from it.
Yeah.
but I don't know.
TikTok's not about that.
Yeah. The dog-eat-dog world out there.
It is a dog world out there.
Doggy dog.
That's on something.
Yeah, that's a quote.
That's on
right?
That's on like New Girl or something.
Dog world.
The doggy dog world out there. It's dog eat dog.
Dog-eat-dog.
It's doggy dog.
I was about to say that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's dog eat dog.
It is.
I used to think take for granted was take for granite. Like granite.
Like the
Tabletop.
Like a granite
rules.
stone.
Just had no idea.
Mm,
So stupid.
yeah. The
Yes, you are.
the bus that you drove to school, was it shorter than other buses?
Longer than yours, that's for sure.
Dude. Wait, what? Gosh dang.
Easy. Thanks for that layup.
Oh my gosh. Those
Hey, funny guy.
Oh boy. My turn. Well, I got something different for you guys today. I'm just going to tell you a story.
an unprepared story.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you a story of my worst makeout sesh.
What was his name?
Jess, if you're listening, skip through this part. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad. Just anyway.
You made that sound like it was her. I know that's not what you meant.
I know. It did sound like you were talking about her.
All right. This person's name is Megan. Wink.
Not the Megans.
Just kidding. It wasn't. It wasn't Jess. It wasn't Jess. So I knew a girl by the name of Megan. Anyway, skipping ahead all the pleasantries. One time, just having a nice little kiss sesh. Nothing crazy. You ever been? You guys ever bite people's lips? Is that ever a thing you do while making out?
Yeah.
Just feeling a little crazy.
A little
Like,
graze.
Tyson seems like a little biter. Yeah. Anyway, it can be nice. And so, a few bit lips were exchanged, nothing crazy.
Just a little bit of blood.
Yeah. Well, okay. So getting ahead of the story, but
Oh, sorry.
no, you're fine. I was just a little nice bite. And then she comes back, I don't know, trying to raise the stakes. Didn't know it was a competition. She starts biting like hard. And I pull away. I was like, Megan, like that actually hurt. And she was like embarrassed. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, no worries. I wasn't going to compromise what was happening. So I let it slide. I was a desperate young child, if you didn't know. So then we go back to it. The heat rises again. And all of a sudden, she's doing it again, but like harder. Like biting my lip. Like hard. I was like, Megan. I literally have to like pull her off of me. I was like, Megan, stop. That hurts. This isn't fun how is this fun for either of us? What are you doing? Again, I was just a horny young child. I wasn't going to compromise. So we go back in. The heat rises a third time. She's literally to the point where she is drawing blood in my mouth. Okay? I don't think you guys realize. I was bleeding over both of us. I literally, right there, was like, all right, we're done with this. Drive her home, drop her off. I drive back home, go to sleep. The next morning, I come out to the breakfast table. My lip is just like destroyed. Okay? And my mom is like, I don't even want to ask. Just hope it was a girl. That's all I got.
The laughter just stone cold. That's what got me.
Dude, this entire time, I thought you were going to be like,
was
so
my
I dropped her
dog.
off at the pound because it was a
Ah,
dog.
dude, me and Tyson-
we were on the same page. Like,
Yeah.
it's a dog. It's a dog.
I got to the point where I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea where that story was going. So that story was not true at all. So
Dude,
Not the golden retriever, Meg.
dang, that would been so good. All right, next time I tell it, I'm gonna say that was a dog. Can we just clip it in? And it was a dog.
I thought you were gonna say something that I dropped her off at the pound or
That
something
would have been
like
so
that.
good.
Oh man,
I wasn't even that
waiting
far
for
along the thought. I was just like, this is a dog chewing up his face.
That would have been so good.
Smack him with the dog.
Damn, dude.
In our last episode, we talked about preparation is key. It's some advice that my co-host really needs.
Yeah, I swear. All right. F me. That's all right. I'm over it.
Sam's not over. He's just stewing in it, just like freaking.
You know
He's
when
hating
you
on
just
himself.
like, nah, you
Screwed the
know.
pooch. He screwed the pooch.
Screwed the pooch.
Oh, dude, Tyson's on one today.
Wow. Dude, so many good endings. I dropped it off the pound, and that will be the last time I screw the pooch.
Dude,
That's beautiful, Tyson.
Fire.
Fuh! Frick me. All right, we're going to clip this.
I've been working out that comedy
You
muscle.
really have.
dude.
How is Tyson just killing it? I am the freaking sack of potatoes weighing us down.
You just been trying to show up every week.
Yeah,
and
I
just
know.
Say something fun.
You're showing up. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You are here.
You're
Thank you.
hosting this, honestly.
Thank you.
You're the
You know-
hostess.
You know
with
when
the
you
most.
just start a story and you just think you'll think of it along the way, and then you don't?
Lost. The TV show.
Amen.
I have beef with that show. We've talked about it before, but that was so good when I first started watching it. Loved
Yeah.
it. And with every twist and turn, I'm like, no way.
What
How
does
are they
it
going
all
to connect
mean?
all
is
these
this,
dots?
how is this going to come together? And it never did.
They basically
Screw
threw in the
Lost.
towel. Yeah. They're like, all right,
Like the polar bear.
Yeah, the polar bear just about did it for me. I'm like, okay, what are they doing?
oh,
What-
dude, the big
Something crazy's got to be going
the
on.
big smoke
The smoke.
machine
smoke.
thing.
Oh my gosh.
There was those big feet they found.
Random pigs. The Pumbas.
Pumbas.
Yeah, dude, they just kept going with it. I remember watching it with my mom, and every episode, we're just like glued. Like, what is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Just such a letdown.
I might have been the writer for Lost in another life.
Honestly, that just goes to show, man, you just gotta have to have it thought out from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
The best shows, like they already have the end in mind. That's Tyson's favorite book.
When they have the
Seven
end
Habits
in mind.
book.
Oh.
It says begin with the end in mind.
Begin with the end in mind.
I like that.
Anyways,
Love it.
Lost sucks.
Yeah, Lost is the worst. Freaking hate it.
Who came up?
Well, I have another funny story for you guys.
Is this for story time?
Yeah, it's just a little story. A couple weeks ago, I gave an amateur hour about taking a gay test. You know,
Mm.
I've never actually taken a gay test. Let it be known. Truth is out there, okay? But I was on the internet, and I was on just some random website, and I see an ad. Straight up to it has two cartoon characters of two males kissing each other, and in big letters it says "Am I gay? Test?" question mark. It's like, what?
They found you.
Dude. Like, our phones just listen to us, and it's so creepy. It's so creepy when stuff like that pops up.
Because, yeah. There's
Everyone knows
I
it,
was just listening to you.
but when something weird
Oh
like
my
that
gosh.
happens and pops up, just like, what?
Yeah, because people say that all the time. Oh, your phone's listening to you. Your phone's listening to you. But then when it
Yeah.
actually happens to you, it's super unnerving.
Dude, there's times where, like, I'm just thinking about something, and it pops up. I'm like,
Right?
What in
yeah,
the
I don't know.
world?
I don't know how they're doing that because I feel that you probably.
I took a screenshot. Am I gay test? Quiz. Seymour.
see more.
It's like, what?
Click here to learn more.
That is so funny.
That's wild.
So, yeah, I guess I am gay. I guess you'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, all my, like, targeted ads are ruined because I'm in advertising all the time. And so I'm like running people's ads and watching ads.
Yeah.
Are you always clicking on people's ads to see what their ad funnels look like?
Yeah. And so like
Probably
my
blasted.
algorithm is just ruined. Like now I have solar everywhere.
Oh, I have solar
yeah.
I'm
ads.
getting
Dude.
blasted with solar.
F solar ads.
Even like some paving stuff now.
I actually knew a digital marketer that had a separate social media account just to go down other people's
Funnels.
ad funnels.
Yeah.
And so they just went down every single ad that they could.
Yeah. I've been going down a lot of solar ad funnels recently.
Yeah. You're all solored
Yeah.
out then.
Yeah.
I get so many of those ads. Oh my gosh.
They're pretty,
It's always, do you want to know Hawaii's dirty little solar secret?
oh my gosh, dude. They're terrible.
Gosh.
If
Yeah,
you're
there's
working with a
ideal.
solar company, stop.
Yeah.
And listen to this.
Did you know you can get free solar panels if you live in Hawaii?
I swear, I'm starting to hear that more and more on the doors. People who are like, oh,
I
I've
fall for
heard.
it.
Yeah.
I made an ad for Facebook that's like anti that. And it's like, the truth is, any solar company can like help you with tax government incentives and stuff. He's like, but you got to pick the right one.
Yeah.
So, because I know people are getting, if anyone's looking for it, they're getting blasted by that garbage.
Totally.
So I'm trying to go anti that, like the opposite route. We'll see how it does.
We have our first live audience.
Yeah. How was the walk? No.
We're not done.
How was the walk? You guys get rained on? Weird. Yeah, it's been raining here the whole time. Later.
See, Jess.
That was Sam's wife.
Yeah.
Not the dog.
Not the dog. Not
the golden
the
retriever.
pup.
Not Megan.
This should be a semi-dog, like Roxy or something.
Yeah.
Roxanne.
I
Roxy.
actually had a
yeah.
lab named Roxy.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody had a lab named Roxy.
My cousins had a lab named Roxy.
I rest my case.
For real. Well, how long is your story? Is it gonna,
This is you.
No, not super long. Oh, my phone's.
or should I
Oh,
do my little thing?
you have another thing? The
You got
gun
a
to your
little
head?
Yeah, I
No.
can do the gun to head.
Oh,
Gun to your head.
will
thing.
that take just a few minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go for it.
It's a quick. It's first thing that comes to your mind, right? Who wins in a fight? And I'm gonna go through like 8 of them. First thing, and then we'll talk about it a little bit.
Nah, let's hear it.
All right. Who wins in a fight? Just first thing comes to mind. Bear or gorilla?
Gorilla.
Bear.
Bear.
By
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Superman.
Superman. Elon or Zuck?
Oh, Elon.
Zuck.
Oh,
Elon.
Dude,
No,
Zuck.
actually Zuckerberg.
No.
Dude,
Okay.
Zuck
Trump,
is low key.
Elon.
Yeah.
Elon.
Trump or Biden?
Trump.
Trump. Just had to put that in there. Donald Duck or Daffy Duck?
Daffy. Daffy's bad.
Oh, Donald.
Donald.
Donald's a wuss.
Donald Duck. Daffy. Who's Daffy?
The black one.
Oh,
Daffy.
Daffy.
The two white guys are Daffy.
Let's go.
The Rock or 112-year-olds?
The Rock.
112-year-olds.
112-year-olds.
No, dude. Okay.
I would
I have a
love to
little
see
story
that.
about that.
I
but
would.
Okay.
I would pay money to see that fight.
Tyson or 112-year-old?
Tyson. 112-year-old.
12-year-old.
You went with your instincts, and then you try to go against your
Yeah,
instincts.
Tyson.
All right, let's dissect these. Bear, gorilla. It's a bear.
Claws.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. Does a bear have opposable thumb?
Doesn't need it.
The gorilla could just freaking choke it out.
If it,
What the freak?
dude, the moment
The
it's
bear knows jujitsu.
No, it doesn't. The gorilla probably does, though. Bears can do
Jujitsu.
jujitsu?
Yeah. Well, they like have throws that are.
that shit got mean
Uh,
throws. Yeah.
A
I don't know.
bear is just so much bigger. It has claws and teeth and. Dude,
I mean, gorillas got those.
it has fangs,
Canines.
but like.
You ever seen gorillas fight though?
Dude, gorillas are crazy.
Gorillas fights are like the wimpiest thing you've ever seen.
What? Are
They're
you
just like push.
They have one
They're both
attack and it's it's like they jump and take one bite. But if
It's pretty weak.
there's no way they're getting through bears.
I guess I'm thinking
thick
of King
skin.
Kong. That guy's crazy.
Anyways, Superman or Batman? Batman doesn't even have powers.
Batman's literally just like.
I just like Batman, and Superman's a little sissy wiener boy.
And that. Wiener boy.
He's a
Stand by.
mini. He's
I miss my parents. Shut up, we know.
a cotton-headed ninny muggin.
Yeah.
Dude, they both miss their parents.
Yeah, well, Batman just goes depressed like a man. Superman tries to better himself, and
You just like that actor.
dude,
What's his face?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert.
All right.
Robert
Yeah, I like Robert
Patterson.
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 Tyson's laughing.
Yeah, Tyson.
What is it from?
No.
I'm like waiting for an explanation.
On a past
Tyson's
podcast,
laughing.
I was talking about Robert Pattinson, and you said Robert Patterson.
I said Patterson.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a quote from me.
it don't.
It is a you quote.
Yeah, it don't matter.
That's why we're laughing at you, not
Yeah.
with you.
Anyway,
how it is.
I agree. Superman's
That was
more
cool.
powerful. Whatever. Still
All right,
Batman.
period.
Still
Elon
Batman.
or Zuck?
In like a fight.
Yeah,
Fight.
hand-to-hand combat.
It honestly,
Have
I'm
you
taking
seen
Zuck.
him? Yeah,
Zuck knows how to fight. He's trained. Elon, big boy, but
I'm still going Elon on his
my.
podcast with Joe Rogan. Do you know that Elon fought when he was younger? Elon,
Yeah, but Zuck fights now.
yeah, but Elon weighs 100 pounds more than him, and there's a reason there's weight classes. That was what Elon was saying to Joe Rogan. He was like, it doesn't matter how good Zuckerberg is at fighting. There is a reason that they're super strict on weigh-ins. 100 pounds.
Does Elon actually have 100 pounds?
I don't know if it's 100, but it's a lot. Elon's like
he's got some
6'3".
height.
Elon's
And-
6'3"?
And
Zuck's
Zuckerberg's
pretty
not a-
short.
5'7". Like,
Oh yeah, I would not have guessed that.
dude, there's a way big difference. I agree that Zuckerberg is way more trained, 100%, but
It's just like a fit dude.
100%. But when you have that much weight, it'd be so hard to go up against that. Maybe if you're Conor McGregor, but
Well, Conor McGregor versus Mayweather. Mayweather's way smaller than Conor.
yeah,
Still won.
they're both like pro fighters.
Yeah,
though.
and
So
that was only boxing.
and that's hard to.
There was like submissions and stuff. Then I think
Yeah.
Mayweather would have gotten smoked.
And that's why I always thought that Zuckerberg would win until I listened to that podcast. And
Oh.
Elon was like, dude, I'll fight him right now. I will fight him today. I don't care. He's like, I am way bigger than that kid.
That's so
I will.
funny.
And he fought when he was younger. He did like a ton of stuff when he was younger.
But
I'm
he's
cheering for Elon. I would want to see him win.
Oh yeah. I would be so pissed if Zuckerberg won.
Trump,
What?
Trump or Biden? I mean, Sleepy Joe,
I mean,
knockout.
One's gonna die in 2 days.
Donald or Daffy Duck? I think we went over that one.
The conclusion has been made. No contest.
And no comment. Dude, The Rock or 112-year-old? I think you underestimate the sheer
Oh.
mass
How big
of
that pool is.
112-year-olds.
Have you
Oh.
ever seen those memes of like one pro soccer player versus like 100 12-year-olds in a soccer game? And they still smoke all the 12-year-olds.
That's soccer. This is bloody fight to the death.
bloody.
Yeah.
Literally,
They just jump on it.
one throw of the fist, and that 12-year-old is actually dead. And I bet you The Rock could throw 100 punches in a row and not be tired.
You're right. I'm switching to The Rock.
Dude. All right. So a little side story. My brother-in-law and I created these AI quizzes that you can take. And one of our AI quizzes was, how many of your clones would it take to take on The Rock?
That's awesome.
So you put in all your stats, how much experience you have, and like all these questions that are all AI generated. And through all those questions, it can come up and it like spits out like a fat paragraph explaining why this like for me, it was like 50 of me to take on The Rock or something.
I believe it.
And it explained why and everything. It
That's
was
awesome.
it was really cool.
That's so funny.
Yeah. They're on the AI quiz whiz. Get on there.
Do you have more? Have you guys ever heard of Charlie Lawrence? Does that name ring a bell at all?
No.
Probably wouldn't, because this happened pretty recently. He just beat the world record for the 50-mile race, which I guess is a big one.
Running?
Yeah. So 50 miles, so 2 marathons.
Like double marathon. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
so a double marathon. He ran it in 4 hours, 48 minutes.
What? What does that break down to? Like per mile?
It would break down to
I'm not gonna do that math right now.
I did the math. A sub 6 minute mile for every single mile.
For 50 miles.
Doesn't even make sense.
Like running under 6. I don't even know if I could run under 6 right now. 1 mile. That would be
There's no
a
way.
dead out sprint. And he did it for 50 straight miles.
Jeez.
I think the worst part of that is that he's had to train his whole life. So it's not like he just did it one time. He's been training for years now.
He's probably had many attempts.
That's a lot of 50-mile races that aren't the record. You know what I mean?
And a lot of 20-mile races in preparation. And some people, that's like their life goal is to run 20 miles, like basically a marathon.
Yeah.
And he just has to do that as a warm-up in preparation for who likes running that much?
Dude, my volleyball coach had I call it his midlife crisis. I don't know what he calls it. He probably would too. He was getting like a little overweight, and then he just started running. And I think that solved a lot of his problems. And now he went from running just like a mile here and there, and then he did, a 50-miler one day. We're like, what the frick?
Whoa.
And then I went in, I was like, dude, that's crazy. Tell me about it. And then he's like, yeah, man, I'm never doing that again. And then a few months later, I think it was, he did like another one. And then the year after that, he did a 100-mile race. An ultra runners. It's like, dude, what the freak? Like, are you okay? And then 2.5 years ago, he did the Moab 240.
Holy crap.
240 miles.
In the Moab desert.
Yeah. It takes 5 days. And you have to finish it. There's like a pacer. So if you're not on pace to finish it in 5 days, they're like,
get out of here.
You're out of there. And so
Brutal.
he was actually on pace to finish in like 2.5 days or something. And then towards the end, he just got way slower. Ended up finishing in 5 days. But it was insane. And yeah, he runs multiple miles like every day, you know? And he's just found that as his thing. There's a lot of people out there that do that, though.
He caught the bug, man. Holy
Yeah. A cool little, David Goggins. It's kind of cool, though.
That's who's been running in my mind the whole time. Stay hard.
He was in that same race with him.
Whoa.
Yeah, the Moab 240.
Dang.
And my coach had a video of him. He was like running with him for a little bit.
That's fun.
Because he started out probably faster than he should. But David Goggins ended up getting second, I think, and finished in like 2 days.
In 2 days?
Yeah, 1 or 2 days.
He's staying hard.
He always stays hard. Goggins.
Dude, I haven't thought about David Goggins in a long time. It's a bummer because when I was doing, I was holding this weird. When I was doing CrossFit, I feel like I thought about Goggins a lot because I was always like about to die, and so I would always think about it, dude. No, the one that really got me was he would always talk about his inner bitch. Which, sorry, mom, but or young.
Then we had to put the little E by this.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
This whole episode. Gosh dang it.
Oh, dude,
Almost made it through.
Is it bad?
And then you just slip up like
Are we
that.
going to get flagged? That's what David Goggins calls it. His inner B. I'll say that.
There you go.
His inner B. He's always, every time I would be running, I'd always think about that. Every time I didn't want to run. Good old Goggins.
I loved when I was on social media, just scrolling, probably in one of the most laziest state of mind and body. Scroll,
Get hit with some
scroll,
Goggins.
and then all of a sudden, Goggins running, 3 a.m.
Shirtless.
Stay hard, mother. You're like, whoa, like, oh,
Ice and snow around him.
yeah, get up,
Snaps you out of it.
gotta do something. Yeah, dude, what a guy.
Yeah, he's a legend.
That one guy who had him like come and live with him. That Jesse whatever guy, the author.
Oh, I don't know that story.
Oh, really? He went on Joe Rogan. He just invited David Goggins to like come live with him, and then he did
Get him in shape.
everything that David Goggins did. It wasn't even to get in shape. This guy's already in shape.
Oh, he just
It's like yeah. And he said it was exactly what you would expect of living with David Goggins. He'd like come in and wake him up super early in the morning while he's sleeping next to his wife. Be like, let's go, mother effer. And then they go out running and stuff in the middle of the night.
Did you imagine having David Goggins whisper in your ear in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah. Let's go, mother effer.
And then there was David Goggins talks about that because he wrote a book on it. Not David, the other guy. There was a point in which they were doing like a sauna thing or something. And the normal dude, he's just sitting there telling David, like, I'm not feeling good. And David Goggins is, of course, just like, stay hard, stay hard. And then it got to a point where Goggins was like, oh, shoot, like, you're not all right.
Oh, my gosh.
He like almost,
Goggins says, you need to chill.
yeah. Like, oh, no, we need to get you out of here. We need to get you like some water and stuff.
Dude, that's crazy. They'll go in the sauna and they'll jack up the temperature like crazy, like in like the 200s, and they'll wrap shirts and towels around their head to keep their head insulated so that heat can't get to their head,
Brain.
but everything else is fine.
The brain, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Like your head can't handle that much heat, but the rest of your body can. And I'm like, that does not seem...
That doesn't
seem right. I don't know.
If your brain can't handle it, the rest of your body probably isn't doing too hot either. Your brain is just noticing it first.
Probably. But if Goggins does it.
You can cook a chicken at 200 degrees.
Can
like
you?
That's, well, internal temp 165.
Oh my god.
Might take a long time, but
Maybe I have my numbers way off, but
You're getting cooked.
yeah, they
cooked.
go so hard.
Oh, man. You guys ever have the urge to just do something really hard?
I did CrossFit for 2 years.
Meh.
It honestly
that's
just
true,
gives
huh?
you that feeling like I did something really cool,
Yeah.
even though no one else understands. That's why, like, when you start CrossFit, the hardest thing to do is not talk about CrossFit.
Yeah. I think the whole world knows that.
I know.
It is true. Because like most of the time, if you start CrossFit, you've never done anything like that in your entire life.
Yeah.
It just is the weirdest thing where you're like, just see how many pull-ups you can do as fast as you can.
Max effort, go.
Like, and that's,
Yeah.
I think that's the crazy thing about CrossFit is it's not the weight you're doing, it's how fast they want you to do it.
Yeah, time domain is a big aspect of it. Like
Which-
they have like a whole equation behind it.
Which I don't get. 'Cause I'm like, how can you tell me that deadlifting as fast as you possibly can? How can you tell me that that's safe in any way, shape, or form?
It's not about safe. It's just about how fast you can throw out your back.
And let me tell you, pretty quick.
Pretty dang quick. Like one set's worth.
Yeah. It's the worst, dude. I don't miss CrossFit at all.
I have to say, I've never met someone who is very religiously into CrossFit that has not like injured themselves in
What?
CrossFit.
I haven't gotten injured.
So he says.
Have I gotten injured?
Yeah, he's lying, dude. He was in the hospital for 3 years. He never talks about that, does he?
What were you just saying last 2 episodes
Oh, I
ago?
would get sick.
About being sick and like.
That's just overexerting myself
vomiting.
in general. But yeah.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get injured. You were just chronically ill from CrossFit.
That's a good point.
That's
I'll take the L on that.
when I decided I was like, all right, I'm done with CrossFit. Is we were doing clean. Can't remember what it was.
Was I there for that class?
Yes.
I remember that. Yeah.
We had to drop. It was what was it? We had to drop into a squat.
squat cleans.
Squat cleans. Is that what it was? And I drop into the squat, and my whole lower back just gets like
Oh.
compressed. And literally, I was like not okay the rest of that day, and for like 2 weeks after. And I was like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah,
That
the
is some
tough part.
BS.
There's some like really complicated movements, like the squat clean. Any of the Olympic movements are like I've heard from professional Olympic lifting coaches, it takes like 5 years to be like anywhere near in the advanced category for it. And like the amount of stress you're under, like in a CrossFit workout, like the amount of fatigue you'll be under trying to do those really complex movements is a lot. And no one gives those movements enough time and effort to really learn them and move well to really perform those workouts like they should be. So people end up getting hurt.
People just jump into it too fast.
Yeah.
I just don't get the time aspect is the part I don't get. Because speeding up the process, like what is that doing for you? You know?
Yeah. So if you look at, I don't know it all by heart. Like I'm not like
because
a CrossFit coach in any
CrossFit
way.
has evolved. Like it's not what it was
Yeah.
15 years ago. Like at its core, I think CrossFit was cooler. It was more like I heard an interview from a special forces guy who used to be an old school CrossFit. It wasn't so much about like competition wise.
Yeah.
CrossFit, you know?
Competitive CrossFit versus how CrossFit like at its core should be are two totally different things for sure.
Yeah.
But it turns competitive real fast.
I think anything does if you get into a group of people and you
Yeah.
start doing something physical. It's like even at the gym, if you're jogging on the treadmill and you look over, you see someone else on speed 7 and you're like, 7.1.
Yeah.
And then theirs goes up and then you just start like
Yeah.
all of a sudden
Like
you're
me,
sprinting.
Hunter, and Devin would always like, if I would see their scores beforehand, I'm like, okay, I know what score I have to beat. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I just want something like that because I talked about it before, but I've been watching the Special Forces World's Toughest Test a lot lately. And just these celebrities that get ran through a shrunken down Special Forces course. They're just doing hard stuff all day long for like 8 days straight.
You ever done a backpacking trip?
Yeah, but not since I was 17, you know?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
The backpacking trip we did last year. Have I ever told you about it? Our Chile trip?
I don't think so.
So we were in Chile for 3 weeks. 1 week we were in Santiago, and then like 10 days we were surfing on the coast of Chile. And
Is that where you got yelled at?
Oh, by Ree?
Double
Yeah.
flipped off?
Yes.
Okay.
That was on that trip.
Okay.
The last 5 days we did a backpacking trip where we backpacked 50 miles in Patagonia.
Dang.
And like that's in the books of one of the hardest things I've done for sure. The very last day was you wake up at like 4 a.m. and you hike just straight up this mountain, and it was cold, like there was snow on the ground, and you get there to the Towers of Pain, and it's just like this lagoon on top of like all these mountains, and then like these granite towers that are sticking out. And you get there at sunrise, you watch the sunrise, get cool pictures, and you come down. My feet were so blistered up, and I was so tired and hungry from like nothing makes you feel more alive than 5 days of just eating beans.
Jeez.
And hiking nonstop. And it was like up and down mountains and valleys like the whole time. Like there was only one day where I felt like it kind of flattened out, but the rest of the 50 miles was just up and down. But the feeling I had after the towers and then coming down the mountain, leaving, I was like on a euphoric high for like 6 hours.
Yeah, dude.
Coming down from that after the 50 miles, like I've never felt better in my life, but also like worse physically and tired.
I feel like it's the equivalent of, I've never done coke, but I've heard about street cocaine and like the pure stuff. I feel like in dopamine sense, there's like cheap dopamine we can get from a bag of chips and stuff, but that's like that pure crystal dopamine. You know what I mean?
Great analogy.
Come on, man.
I'm being serious. That's the best example I can think of.
Great analogy.
Yeah, you gotta work for it. And you don't get that feeling unless you put that effort in a lot of times.
Yeah. So I just want to do something hard.
Want to go on a backpacking trip?
Yeah.
Yosemite?
Dude.
Oh.
Yosemite would be sweet.
No, I'm good.
We have all our gear.
I have
We bought so much gear for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
We want to try to do a backpacking trip after we did that. We want to try to do one a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Be cool.
We even have a backpack where Torin can go in it.
Oh,
Like, that's
I've
going to
seen
be
those.
tough.
Yeah, that's gonna add some weight.
That would freaking suck.
Jeez.
Yeah. When we go home to California, we're going to do some like just overnighters, like just one night, hike in and out
Yeah.
and see how Torin does. Kind of like test him out.
Hit up La Jolla,
Yeah.
where we went
La Jala.
all this time growing up. What you got, Sam? You've been staring down at that.
Get into some advice questions, huh?
Hit us.
See what the people need. So, someone asked, I'm thinking about starting my own business. How should I go about marketing it?
Let's go to our digital marketer first.
So you should find your richest friend, get really close buddy with them, with the sole purpose of getting them to invest in your business.
That's a great start.
That
Yeah.
is.
I was thinking to
We're
just
giving bad advice, right? Okay, good.
no.
Yeah, what? That was great
Uh,
advice, Tyson. Don't ever say that.
Here's my advice: go to your social media, go to your followers, and find whoever has the most followers, and then hack that person's account, change all their stuff to your new business, and then you have thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands or millions of followers to start right off the rip.
Easy.
Yeah, growth hacking in
Growth
the most
hacking.
literal sense.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't go wrong with like a fully nude campaign. So, say just strip butt naked and
Full frontal.
yeah, that'll get
Only.
you some followers real quick. Sex sells, people. Come on, get with it. I think I should change my career. Any ideas?
I've heard there's a need in the stripper industry.
Dude, even better than that, I heard solar in Hawaii is popping.
Don't come out here.
I think there's a lack of door-to-door salesmen out here selling solar.
There's also a lack of fentanyl salesmen. I feel like that could be lucrative. How do I get into a relationship?
Ooh. Go to ChatGPT and then type in, "You want to be my girlfriend?" And then yeah, have fun.
Take a page out of Manti Te'o's book. Love it.
Rough.
I was gonna say rohypnol, roofies. Drug a girl at a bar and instant girlfriend.
There you go.
Yeah.
You
Next.
can't say no.
Can't say no.
What is a quick and easy way to pay off my student loan debt?
Move to Venezuela. Say goodbye.
You can't find me.
That's awesome. Boom. Solved it. You're welcome.
All these people asking questions. This is easy, man.
Yeah. Come on.
We can solve all these people's problems.
What other problems can we solve?
What's a guaranteed way to win a political debate?
I'm right, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Just talk louder than them.
Yeah.
That'll get them. That wins every time. And if you can talk faster than them, the faster you talk, the more correct you are.
Just say that you're a they them. You know? You get to just win every argument.
Yeah. Just say you're
Did you
racist.
just assume?
Yeah, just say you're
I'm
racist.
racist.
Yeah. Or just smash him over the head with a hammer. What's the best way to confess my feelings to my crush?
Before
A quick Snapchat or what?
Just a
Before phones or after?
yeah, just send nudes over Snapchat. They'll figure it out.
Quick Snapchat, and if she screenshots it, she approves.
the screenshot.
Tyson's living in the year 3000. How do I lose weight?
Chop an arm off. 10 pounds.
Boom.
Quick and easy.
Love it. How do I deal with suicidal thoughts?
Jump off a building.
Drain your blood.
You won't have them anymore.
Jeez.
I was gonna say drain your blood,
Oh, God.
because if you don't have that much blood in your system, your vital organs will be okay, but your brain won't have enough blood to think about those thoughts anymore.
Amen.
How did your-
You take a power drill and you get those thoughts out of your
Get
head.
those thoughts.
And you drain them out. Yeah, amen.
Oh boy.
What lingerie should I buy for my mom's birthday?
I feel like Alex has a really good response to this.
For your mom?
Yeah. No.
Not Mrs. Malin.
No, wait, we're talking about my no, we're talking about Tyson's mom.
What?
You leave my mom out of this. Yeah, we're gonna pass on that one. Where's a good place to hide a body?
Freezer.
It's not wrong.
Yeah. Just over an existing grave. You go to a cemetery
Oh my gosh.
and you see a freshly laid,
Has anyone?
and you just
Dude.
dig that up and you put them right over the
Do
casket.
any mass murderers know about this? We need to tell them. Like,
Well, they're about to
Dude.
hear about it now.
The more you
what are you guys
know.
doing?
That was actually like brilliant.
Well,
Yeah, no,
that's
I-
actually like
yeah,
well thought out.
I like just thought of that. Like just now.
Like, which cemeteries would you
Moving
do it?
on. What new music genre should I try?
You look at his Google searches like cemeteries near me.
Bro, someone got busted for a Google search on how to like make a bomb, and they.
I
Have you
think
heard
I'm
about
probably gonna get into screamo soon.
Sam's is.
What?
It'll make sense when
All
we
right,
watch
folks.
that back.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
You just asked another question.
No, I did, and then I answered it myself.
Oh.
Yeah, we can wrap it up there. Well, people, have fun this weekend. Let your hair down.
Take your bra off.
My line.
And show Tyson.
No.
Thanks for tuning
He's
in.
married, folks, but not for long.
No, oh, gosh. Well, all right.
Have a great new year.
Yeah, let's
Listen
make
to that.
2024 better.
Lose weight this New Year's by chopping off your arm.
Everyone, write in and tell us who you're voting for.
Ooh.
Write in the comments who you're
I like
voting
it.
for in this in next year's election.
We'll take a poll there, and then whoever wins there is the winner.
Is the one that we have to vote for.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll register for once.
I'll register.
You guys are trash. Any other last thoughts?
Goodbye.
Why are we ending on such a lull? This is a BS.
Because we didn't prepare? Why we're on a lull?
Gosh, because there's just nothing. Yeah. Okay. Well, this was fun, everybody.
Signing out. Boop, boop, boop.
Beep boop beep boop.
All right, I'm
If
hitting
this
pause.
if this is your first episode of our show, please watch at least one more because they're not all like this.
I thought it was great.
I'm not going to lie, they're all like this.
Whoa. Yeah, it's true. All right. Love you. Peace, love, and good vibrations.
Bye.
Out.